What is up, guys, and welcome back to the DocMack car channel. Today I'm going to talk about tires, in particular my BMW E90 tires. This is a 2006 model. It's got a 17-inch rim on it. Now, I've had the car for the last 1,000 kilometers, but this tires have done 35,000 kilometers. It's a Kumho Solus, and the back ones are Good Rides. Let me show you the back ones. These are Good Ride tires, as you can see right down there. Now I'm going to show you the condition of the front wheels as well as the back wheels. So I'm just going to turn the wheel for you. Alright guys, as you can see, by most people's standards, some people would say that these tires are fine, but to me personally, I think it's time to change these tires. They are fairly blistered around the side here, and if we go to the tire on the left hand side, the port side of the vehicle, you can see that these are also relatively blistered. Now, if you're wondering how many millimeters this is approximately about 3 millimeters of thread left on this tire. Alright guys, and that's the current fuel economy which I'm getting, which is 15.8 liters per 100 kilometers, which is quite bad. That's about 14 miles per gallon. Alright guys, and these are the status of the rear tires. Now, these are Good Ride tires. They're made in China. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy Chinese tires, but in my opinion, driving a German vehicle like this, or even more extravagant heavy vehicles, I probably wouldn't go for a Good Ride tire. They might be considered premium Chinese tires, but if you look at it, I think in my opinion, it is time to change them. Now, the ones I'm going for is Pirelli Cinturato P7. So we're going to see how those tires actually make a difference. So I'm going to go and change them tomorrow, which is in the next few seconds for you, and you'll see what a difference they make. Alright guys, so this is about 2 days later. Now there's been a slight change of plans. If you guys were guessing that I'm going to put the Pirelli P7 Cinturatos on, you would have been correct, but I did have a slight change of mind. So now, because this is more of a sporty vehicle and more of a driver's focused vehicle, I wanted something which is more suited for spirited driving, although I do not actually drive that fast. So the tires which I've gone for is the Bridgestone Potenza RE003. This is known as the Adrenaline RE003. Now, this one are quite soft tires. They last for approximately 25,000 kilometers. And if you look at the corner of it, you can see that it's got channels for the water to go through. Now, from factory, this comes about 7.6 millimeters of thread, and these are brand new tires. Now, the Pirelli P7 Cinturatos are quite good, but owning a vehicle like this is a BMW E90 330i. I thought I'd go for something more for spirited driving. As you can see how chunky it is, and I would recommend this tire to anyone who would like performance tires for the vehicle. Now, these are not racing tires, but these are performance street tires. Now, these are not run flats, so if you guys want run flats, then you need to go for a slightly different model. I think that's the RE050A or S001 possibly. And I also opted to put nitrogen in the tires. As you can see, is the green cap, which indicates that there's nitrogen inside the tires instead of regular air. Now, for the nitrogen, I had to pay about $35 for 4 tires, and I do get a free refill as well. So I did not want to pass up on the opportunity to get these tires, and they've been really good. The car does absorb bumps quite well, and also you don't get that feeling like you are driving on rims. You actually feel like you're driving on tires. I had the Kumhos in the front and the Good Rides at the back, and those are alright tires, but I tell you what, each time I hit even a small bump, it felt like I really felt it in the seat. So it's a breeze and a real pleasure to have these tires on board. Alright guys, now we're in the back of the vehicle. For those of you guys who would like to know what the benefits are of pumping nitrogen in your tires, filling them with nitrogen does make it more of a smoother ride. Now, it's got to be 100% nitrogen when you're actually doing it. You cannot mix the two together. Now with nitrogen, I personally have noticed a much smoother ride. Now nitrogen does leak slower than oxygen, therefore you'd need to pump your tires much less. Now the other thing as well is it also increases the life of the tire, because if you really think about it, most people don't actually check the tire pressure of their tire that often. So that's why some people might just leave it, and then you get the tire start to deflate, and therefore there's more contact with the road, and then it starts to wear out even faster. The opposite is also true, that if at all you increase the tire pressure when you are regulating it through the gas station, if you over pump it, then you'll get too much wear in the middle. So this is where nitrogen does come in handy, because nitrogen is not just pumped by anybody else. It's going to be pumped by professional, and it only costs like about 30-35 bucks for 4 tires. So it's definitely useful. Now the other thing as well is nitrogen does not actually catch fire as much as oxygen would. So let's say if at all for any reason is to catch fire, the chances of nitrogen catching fire is less than oxygen when it comes to your tires. In conclusion, this is actually a really good tire to have, and I would definitely recommend this to you guys. I hope this video has been useful and informative. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks guys, have a great day. Bye.